Alright, Schlockmeisters fans, I'm going to watch a movie I haven't seen since about 1992. Inn of the Damned, Australian horror. Let's check it out. The movie starts out in Australia, circa 1896. We got a guy who checked into a hotel along with a prostitute. The prostitute is now being killed. Although we don't exactly see how, but looks like he's next. The killer then removes all the goodies from the body, the rings, necklaces. Turns out the man and wife are the killers.
I could attend to that.
This driver has been bringing people to them
A rich man,
to kill.
very rich. But that whore,
I didn't bring her, he picked her up in Melbourne.
you don't bring the likes of that girl here again, ever.
Shortly thereafter, that driver, his name was Biscayne, he's being chased by some bounty hunters, including Alex McCord. Apparently he's wanted for other things too.
No, sir.
He gets away initially.
Well, if there's anything going on there, we'll sure check it out, especially if it involves Biscayne.
Well, the couple that run the place, the Strauss, they'll be wary of the law.
Right. Well, thanks a lot for your help, Mr. Milford. Take you up on that invitation some other time.
Give my best to Trooper Moore.
Right.
Good night.
And here's Mrs. Straw with a baby. Well, it seems a little strange. Well, that explains it. She's odd. We then see a flashback to allegedly 12 years earlier. She has 2 kids. She and her husband have 2 kids. But what happened to those kids? Well, I'll tell you what happened to them. Somebody kidnapped them, both of them. And I guess they were never seen again. The bounty hunters catch up to Biscayne. They even get into a standoff with him.
Again, Biscayne. There's one in there.
And that's the end of Biscayne.
An Englishman, former SA man, well dressed, well spoken. He was to pass by here.
They're looking for that first victim that they killed with the prostitute.
No, I do not remember such a man.
Well, a couple of lesbians have come to visit, spend some time at the hotel, so they gotta hide a body. We also have another victim. It takes a while to kill this guy, but eventually he succeeds. after he tells him what to do.
Die! Die! Why don't you die?
Lesbians start to do lesbian things, which I'd love to be able to show you. Lesbians take a bath together later on.
We are ready, my dear.
But then, our lovely couple,
That jewelry is exquisite. Perhaps you will tell them about it, Mrs. Millington, yeah?
the bounty hunter,
Oh, Trooper, you have come back. Come in. You forgot something?
No, I just got so tired I thought I'd spend the night.
they're spying on him though.
We are almost ready. This one will be very interesting
So who is she talking to?
because he is an American. And he is very clever, but not so clever as us, nicht wahr?
Well, they think he's in the bed sleeping, but he actually saw this coming down, got out of there, and put a body in there instead. One of the bodies that he found. Apparently a guy who wasn't quite dead yet either. But that's what happened to him earlier. He is dead now. They're expecting to find him dead. Instead, she finds a shotgun.
Make another sound, I'll kill you right now.
A woman goes downstairs to get her shotgun. Her husband, meanwhile, succumbs. Not killed, but KO'd. Well, the bounty hunter's men come just as she's about to shoot him. And the killer couple is captured. They find a door up there that was locked, so he shoots it open. Which leads to a kind of a hidden room. What they find in there are paintings of the kids.
Butchered would be more appropriate. They were playing in the bush somewhere when an escaped convict, a madman, of course. Such beautiful children. But that happened 12 or 14 years ago, soon after I arrived here.
How could they really believe those pictures were children?
Well, it seems that.
Dr. Carston over there is not a bad judge of character. He's been talking to the Strauss for over an hour. He thinks they really did believe that those paintings were their children.
That's our movie. All right, let's talk about Inn of the Damned. Now, this movie made me angry, and I'll tell you why. It's got nothing to do with the movie itself. It's the memories associated with this movie. When I first taped this movie back around 1992 or so, I was copying it onto a tape, SP Speed, and it had the Paragon VHS tape of it, which clearly says on the back of the box, 92 minutes. In fact, you look online, you can find a copy of the back of that box, VHScollector.com. He's got a great website. He's got that movie on there, and you can clearly see in the back of the box, it says 92 minutes. So I put it in, I watched it while I was taping it, and then with a couple minutes left to go, probably around the 1:28 mark or so, my parents started yelling at me to come down to eat dinner because it was time to eat. And I was like, well, I'm almost done with this. I'm just going to finish it. Let's ride it out here. So, and then the movie kept going past 92 minutes, past 93, 94. It just kept going and going and going. It didn't seem like it was going to stop at all. And my parents kept screaming at me, come down, your dinner's getting cold, blah, blah, blah. And I just like, I'm almost there. I'm almost done, almost done, almost done. Damn thing kept going and going. An hour and 57 minutes. Jesus Christ almighty. Went downstairs eventually and got my cold dinner, but god damn, I was so irritated. Why do those boxes lie? That's when I tape things on videotape on VHS. I would always write down the exact running time because I had this happen so many times over the years when I was copying stuff. Anyway, I digress. The movie itself is an Australian horror film. It's a weird film, though. It's almost like two films in one, where you got one part of the film where the bounty hunters or cops or whatever the hell they are chasing this one guy down. And then there's the other part with the people who run the hotel, the couple, who are killing all the patrons who come to visit. Turns out they have some issues because their children, they had two kids, two small kids that were kidnapped and I guess presumed killed. I don't know if we ever found them or not, like years earlier. And so they're taking their revenge out on everybody. I don't know. Don't see the connection there, but whatever. So eventually, I guess they're in cahoots with this guy who's this convict that's being chased by the bounty hunters too. But they end up killing the bounty, or the bounty hunters end up killing that guy. And then they come to the house because they go there and they're in search of other people. And of course, their people are dead. Seems like this couple kills the people and then takes their jewelry and stuff like that too. So there's a monetary thing involved here too. Ultimately, we end up having a standoff at the end. The couple has this bed wired to come crushing down on people, and the guy sees it just in time, gets out of there, and then a fight ensues, a standoff. The guy gets shot in the shoulder. Ultimately, the guy has the bounty hunter has these other guys come to the door, and they overpower the couple. And then I guess they're arrested at the end. They weren't killed or anything. And then we hear a story. We see this hidden room in the house where they have the pictures set up, or it was 1896, so it's more like paintings of the two missing kids. And apparently they thought those paintings were their kids at this point. And they've been talking to them and stuff throughout the film. I don't know. I guess that's it. But anyway, that is Inn of the Damned, the movie that made me angry back in 1992. It is a long-ass film for a movie like this. Like I said, hour and 17 minutes. It's interesting. The director who made this movie, who also made this other movie, Night of Fear, on here, these were supposed to be both for Australian television. This Night of Fear is only 53 minutes long, but apparently Into the Damned, it didn't get broadcast on TV, so they decided to lengthen it, pad it with some other stuff, and made it more than twice as long as the other one. So Jesus Christ. But anyway, you can get both of those movies thanks to the good folks at Code Red. They put these out. The Damned has never looked nicer than it does on this DVD, that's for sure. As I recall, the VHS tape was a little old and grainy, but whatever, it looks pretty good. I'll be watching Night of Fear maybe next week, and we'll check that one out as well. So anyway, that's Inn of the Damned. A little bit of horror, a little bit of strangeness, a little bit of lesbianism thrown in for really no reason whatsoever than to titillate us. Some full frontal nudity there. Nice. Check it out, Inn of the Damned. Let me know what you think about it. Leave some comments. Watch it. Bye. Damn film made me angry.